What is up, YouTube? This is Chris coming at you with another Planetbase gameplay video. In my last video, you may have noticed that it didn't go very well. We ended up killing about half of our colonists, and then we had to move on because from there it was just too much to try and build back. So we are starting anew. We are going to be building a new base, again on a desert planet. And this time we are going with the full intention of building or making this a hotel and or resort. So right off the bat, we're going to get the airlock, we're going to get the oxygen generator, and we're going to throw down a water extractor. I'm going to do a bigger one than I normally do when I start out with, just so that I don't have to worry about trying to shoehorn it in later on. And then we're going to throw down a solar panel. While that stuff's getting built, let's just take a minute to look around. We can kind of expand through here. It's going to make things a little tight. We have a lot of open space down this way. So, support buildings like power generation and all that crap is going to go right over here. I'm just going to go... We're going to recycle this now, get that out of the way. Solar panel. Alright. I'm going to raise the game speed up a little bit. While that stuff is getting built, we're going to queue up a storage facility, and we're going to make that the first building that people walk into once they get through that oxygen generator. And while that's going, we're going to put down a power collector, go up a size on that as well. And then because it's going to get dark very soon, we'll do one size up, we'll put a wind turbine, and we'll just, you know what, we'll put it right next to our solar collector. Okay, next up, we have to make sure we have food, so we'll do a biodome. Can I fit that? Yes, I can fit that in right there. We're going to do kind of a spoke design, so the warehouse will be the central pod, and then coming off the warehouse will be all the other buildings that we need. So raise priority on the wind turbine because that is going to give us the power that we need to get started. And right now wind is going very high, so we definitely need to get that up and going so we can feed our colonists. Plenty of supplies going, so we're good here. Wind is still going strong. Night's almost over. Holy shit, did we already have someone die on us? We did. Someone died. Wow. Wow, okay. We're down to 6 colonists. You know what, that's actually kind of a good thing. Let's see who we lost here. I think we lost one of our workers. That's alright. That's fine. We can. It's no big deal. When you're pioneering in space exploration, there's bound to be some setbacks. So let's go ahead and very quickly, let's get some rice paddies down. We like the fast production on them, and we're going to need food quickly, and we're going to need starch early on to get going. Next up, we're going to do a canteen. I'm going to put that. There we go. I want to be able to link it to both, so we're going to put that right here. Shit. Wow. I guess we'll just have to lay that one out again. You know what? Whatever. We're still good. So as soon as this canteen is down, we have to get a water fountain or two in. All of our guys are on the thirsty side, and we don't want that to happen. As you can see, status or welfare of our colony is very poor right now. It's just because they don't have the basic necessities that you would expect to be able to survive, like water. I'm going to slap 2 of these down. Also going to throw down a meal maker. a little sad, so we're gonna get a TV. And that will keep people, well, kind of brighten up their days a little. Can we fit? Yeah, okay. We'll do a potted plant and another meal maker. That should give us what we need to keep everyone fed for a while. Next thing, we're going to put in a lab. I don't want anything branching off the lab because each connection creates a doorway, and more doorways means there's less room along the wall you can build. And with the lab, everything needs to go right along that wall. Let's see. Sleeping in the hallway and sad. I'll bet that's because you have no place to sleep. So, we're going to put the dorms right in here. Yeah, it's going to come right off the canteen. Next, we're going to put in a mine. We're going to do that as close to our original airlock as possible. Warehouse is filling up nicely. You know, you can see they're still in their downtime. They are bringing materials in. And then now that we have the mine going up, we need a processing plant. We're going to put that right here. I don't understand why it's not letting me. I know I have to get the placement right. There we go. There we go. I want it connected to the warehouse so that it's easier to bring the raw components and the finished components in and out of the warehouse. But I also want it connected to the oxygen generator so that when we bring the ore in from the mine, they can go straight into the processors. Next up, I think it's the last thing that we're going to need is sick bay. I'm going to put that connected to the processing plant just because most of our people are going to come in injured from the mine, so I want it as close to the mine entrance as I can get it. Didn't even notice these were done. Alright, 6 colonists. 6 colonists. We're going to do 4 beds. That should be good for now. The lab is done. We're going to do 3 meat synthesizers. And with the processing plant done, we're going to do 2 bioplastics. And then we're going to do 2 more metal processors. Then we're going to queue up 1 bed and one medical cabinet. Self-sufficiency reached. Congratulations, we now have a fully self-sufficient colony. Let's take a look at it from atop the cliff over here. I'll turn our domes back on. So that's not bad. It's not a bad looking colony. Starting to get dark out, everything's lit up, people are happy. Well, are people happy? It's gone from very poor to poor. We've got 23 prestige, so people are actually getting to be a little bit on the happier side. We do need to get some bioplastics done. We've got the starch, we just need to get these things going, which they are. We're still not 100% happy, and we're not keeping our rice pads in the best of condition. I think what we need here is going to be another television. right there. I want good placement. I want to be able to watch TV while I'm sitting at that table. It looks like just need a couple more bioplastics so that we can get the rest of our furnishings down. So just going to raise priority on the processing plant. Now we've got everything that we need to be self-sufficient. We've got everything is queued up correctly. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this run for about 5 or 10 minutes to kind of build up stock, and then I will be back. Alright, looks like we came back in the middle of a sandstorm. Turns out our power grid is being overwhelmed even with the extra wind power from the sandstorm. So we're going to have to go ahead and up that a little bit. I think not only am I going to do another wind turbine here, so we'll do it back here, but we're also going to do another solar panel. We want to get ready for our expansion as soon as possible. Let's do a very large solar panel here. Now it looks like we're good on food, we are good on ore, and we're good on bioplastic. What we are going to need, we're going to need to raise priority on our processing plant because we need to get that ore turned into steel. Because very shortly we need to put down a landing pad. In fact, let's get that queued up. Where do I want this? Where do I want this? Where do I want our landing pad? You know what? Let's put it right. Let's put it right here. But let's raise priority on this solar panel. Look at the reflection on that panel. How are we doing? Need one more. We have one free. Looks like that is on its way over there right now. And that is done. Just gonna link that up, and then our power grid is off the chain right now. Warehouse is about halfway filled. Got excellent oxygen saturation throughout the entire piece. I'm going to take the overstock of bioplastics, put down a few more beds, just get ready for when we bring some new colonists in. We won't have to worry about them not having a place to sleep and being grumpy. 4 more beds, 4 more bunk beds. It's going to give us a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 people that we can sleep at one time before we have to worry about building another place for them to sleep. And then we're gonna have more people, so there's gonna be more people getting hurt. We'll throw down another bed. Throw down 2 more beds in here. Yeah, we'll throw down 3. We'll space them out a little bit. Alright, that's done. So let's go ahead, let's set our landing permissions. Right now, I just want colonists. I don't want to have to worry about trading. And then we're going to target... There we go. 40 workers, 40% biologists, 10% engineers and medics. We're not going to worry about guards right now because we're not going to take in any visitors. We just strictly want to build the colony. Workers to mine, biologists for food, and we will go from there. Clearly we need... Well, you know, clearly we need to be happy. That person had a little frowny face, so we need more metal. So we're going to get the metal eventually. Let's get a multi-purpose dome queued up here. We're going to do the larger sized one, and I'm just linking it to the warehouse. I'm not going to link it to the adjacent buildings. Even if it would have let me, I wouldn't do that for this one. Just where it is on the end of the spoke here. There's not much to put behind it. Just remember, we do only have 2 workers. So one's in the mine now, one is over here working on the bioplastic processor. No, our constructor bot went down, and rather than trying to repair it, they just took the spare parts from him and left him in the hallway. Alright, finally getting the multi-dome completed. What do we want to put in here? How much is this going to cost? We still need steel to get our exercise equipment in, but we can put in a couple TVs right now. Queue up an exercise wheel and some chin-up bars. Do 2 chin-up bars. We get a bench and a water fountain and a couple potted plants in here also. Fit another wheel? No. Can I fit chin-up bars on here? Yes. Okay. Expansion and survival have been reached. What do we bring in? We brought in another biologist and another worker. Perfect. So those guys will immediately get to work in their respected areas. That should give us a slight increase in food production. Should also give us a slight increase in natural resources as far as the metal goes. I know we're not in the best position right now, but since we do have an extra 3 bioplastics, let's go and add another tissue synthesizer. And let's put in the workbench ahead of time. Actually do 2 workbenches. We're going to plan for the future on this one. This one was just built, so let's change that right to beef. And then that one just finished, so we're going to change that to pork. I like mixing up what we have. Just having chicken all the time just gets so monotonous and boring. So we're going to spice up our colonists' lives a little. Welfare of the colony is good. We've got another colonist ship coming in. And they're dropping off, I don't know who they just dropped off. Let's take a look. What do we got? Another biologist and another worker. So let's go and look at our permissions. This will show us where we are. 40%, yeah, we're exactly where we wanted to be. So now they're going to be dropping off an even amount of workers, biologists, engineers, and medics. Alright, last component that we need to build is the treadmill. We just need to finish processing our last metal for that. Looks like he's bringing that ore in through the airlock as we speak. And then he just gets right to work on that. we have 14 vegetables, 13 meat, 8 complete meals, 1 ore, 5 starch. We're out of bioplastics right now, but that's fine. 8 medical supplies, and 3 spares. I think the last thing I'm going to do before I end this video, I'm going to put down a factory. And do that right over here. Connect it to the processing plant. And then I'm going to also connect that to the multi-dome because I like having multiple ways to get into the different pods. But I think that is where I'm going to leave off today's video. So we have grown from we shrunk from the 7 colonists down to the 6 because one of them asphyxiated. But we've since grown up to 12 colonists. We do have a really decent power grid going. We're producing right now in the middle of the day with top wind speeds 170 energy. We're only using up 44. So we got a win there. Battery is full. We've got our garden in full swing. We're producing as much synthetic meat as we can. We've got colonists landing left and right. Welfare in our colony is up to excellent, and we are just buzzing with activity. So I think right now I'm going to shut down landing permissions. I don't want any new colonists coming in and landing. I just want to kind of collect resources. In the next video, we're going to be expanding, and we're going to go with the larger pods. So I'm pretty much going to build everything I built here, except I'm going to do a larger warehouse. I'm going to do a larger canteen. I'm going to do another processing plant. And then I'm going to dedicate each plant to doing one, either the bioplastics or the metal processing. That way, if we are short on one, we can just set priority on one factory or one processor or the other. And then we're going to build another biodome, and we're probably going to go with the largest we can, and we're just going to max that guy out with all sorts of different vegetables to grow. So that is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you've seen anything that you kind of think you'd like to see me change in my next gameplay video, leave a comment below. And definitely subscribe if you want to see more. There are a couple other games that I am thinking about playing, and I think I'm going to try to do another series along with this one. If you have any suggestions for anything else you'd like to see me play, definitely leave that comment below also. Guys, this is Chris, and I will catch you in my next video.